Joining me here today is Cedric CEO of AORA, Singapore's first listed company on ICO. Pretty big deal, I would say, for the listed company to get onto the ICO bandwagon. So today we want to find out more from Cedric. What does it take to get on the ICO, or from a listed company point of view, how does regulation take effect? And where are you from previously as well, right? So all of this on Rock the Block Live with me, Eugene Tay. Cedric, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Eugene. Thanks for having me.
So I understand you woke up at 5 a.m. this morning.
Yes.
Gone on CNBC, fly down to countries around the world.
Yeah.
What's life like for you right now?
Right now, we're in full fundraising mode. So as you imagine, there's a lot of traveling. There's a lot of reaching out to the blockchain community. Prior to this patch, we were doing a lot of compliance and regulation.
I would imagine that.
And then prior to that, we were designing the platform and making sure the white paper, everything is okay. So it's been a long road now. But so far, so good.
Previously, you were in the IPO arena,
Yes.
bringing projects onto the exchange.
Yes.
Now you are in a hot seat on launching ICOs.
Yeah.
How is life different from then and now?
Actually, there are some similarities, but the whole space is actually evolving so much that it's actually quite interesting. IPOs, to a certain extent, have their own value proposition, but ICOs also are a very interesting form or a very interesting medium to raise funds or to showcase your project to the community. So, yeah, challenging but fun.
So you were dealing with private equity as well, right?
Yes.
Fundraising, venture capitalism and all that.
Yes.
So the ICO apparently is supposed to put you guys out of business. Do you agree with that statement?
I think there's room for both sides to grow. When you say, an ICO is a promise, right? You promise to build a platform that will give value or save time or make the world better or make us have more fun. And at the end of the day, it's linked to a token. So that's still quite valid. Right? IPO is you sell shares in your company, and that's quite valid as well. So I think there's room for both sides to continue growing. ICO security tokens could be the next big thing, actually. So quite interesting.
Sure. So on your rounds of fundraising now, and we know this is a bear market right now in the market, in the ICO playing field, people are not likely to invest. Retail investors have been known to shy away from investing in ICOs. Has that impacted your project in any way?
Right now, it's a tougher market, but because we are listed and because we have the regulations and because we have the compliance and we do our work very well, or we hope very well, we think we actually have a leg up. The market has changed substantially from 6 months, a year ago. What used to work for fundraising last year when the market was hot, I think has evolved greatly. The techniques don't work anymore. So, we're reaching out to supporters or buyers of our token who, in the hope that they will really have a good use case, or it would give them a good use case, a good value case for the platform. And
So it seems that AORA is trailblazing the way forward with what actually goes into the governance portion of a project. So it's not so much of just writing a white paper, making promises like what you say, right, giving you money. Right?
I think you have to have your business plan thought out very well. It has to be a win-win situation for the buyer of the token and the creator of the token. Right? You have to have your compliance. You have to make sure your accounting is in order. Standards are much higher today. And in order to stay relevant, you have to constantly outreach the blockchain community, right? Which is something that we look forward to doing. What
made you decide that as a listed company to get onto the ICO? Because the play generally has been, even listed companies, they would set up a new arm as a startup just to raise funds because it's a lot easier than going through the whole processes. So what was the decision behind that, of not taking the easy path but going with this difficult path?
Well, we already developed the AORA platform within the company internally while it was still listed. So it's very difficult for us to, you can't take it out because it's not fair to shareholders, right? But we had an option to, but we decided not to because we wanted to show the world that, okay, we can actually do this. We can do an ICO that's responsible, that creates a good product, has good corporate governance, and let's see how far we can take it. And it was extremely challenging. The whole team worked very hard, but we're happy that we're here.
What I like about AORA is the fact that it is an existing use case. Buyers of the token don't have to hold and wait for AORA to actually materialize. You can actually buy now and be a user on board the platform. And you also said that AORA was actually developed before you decided to go into tokenization.
Yes.
Now the question that I would ask is, do you then need to go on the token? Can you just run without the blockchain?
I mean, to be honest, it can run without the blockchain just taking fiat.
Yeah.
But we thought the product was so unique and that we wanted to offer it to the crypto community space. The business case was very strong because the crypto space doesn't have a flagship e-commerce not marketplace, but a flagship e-commerce platform. They don't have it yet, and we wanted to be the first one to fill the gap. When we looked at blockchain, we were more frustrated with our payment transactions. You know, like settlement time is 7 days, 14 days, payment gateway is 3.5%. And we were thinking, wow, this is insane. Like, you know, if we had it on, if everybody just used cryptocurrencies, the world would be, it would be so much easier, right? Merchants can, different tokens can interchange with each other on different value, different stuff. We also wanted to create a social marketplace, so we had to issue our own tokens. Because we realized if we issue loyalty points, people, it might not matter to people so much because it's within a closed loop. But if we issue tokens that can be exchanged for other tokens, the ecosystem is actually stronger. So this is the direction that we hope the market is going to move towards for real use cases going forward the next 12, 24 months.
I understand that the AORA tokenomics is a single token structure, right? Would you be concerned then on two fronts? Because that sounds to me that as a commerce token, it has got to be stable.
Yes.
Like I can't be buying a product today for $15 and then tomorrow it becomes 35 or 50.
Yes.
But at the same time, you're alienating a huge portion of the market who goes into this token, buying the tokens for the speculative feature. What's the kind of balance like for you? How do you decide that?
That's a very good question. And we actually took a really long time to sort of figure out whether the dual token option was ahead of us at the beginning, one stable and then one for a speculative element. But we realized actually what we were trying to do was we were trying to build a definitive coin for e-commerce, right? Where you can access all our services, you can use it to buy goods. It's much more convenient when you look at just one price, because e-commerce is all about convenience, right? When we build a site, it has to be seamless, you know, it can't have any errors. We want to make sure the coin makes sense, but we're also aware the speculative element is there. So what we did was, internally, our team is going to, or have already started researching, building controls inside the platform itself, such that when the price is very volatile, maybe the transactions will be slowed down a little bit. And when the price is more stable, the transactions are more opened up. So that way, when the price is extremely volatile, for now, we don't think, like, we won't process that many transactions.
So I can't buy stuff if the price is volatile?
Yeah, if it's moving up and down 20% every half an hour, for example, I don't think maybe it will be difficult. But if it was going up and down by 10% or 20% over a 24-hour period, then we would still be okay. It's still reasonable. A gradual appreciation of the token would not matter in that case.
But users don't really care about slowing down a transaction or not. To them, it's like, I click now, I want to buy now. Will that transaction still process? I mean, I'm talking about the buy order, not so much the financial exchange on the back end, because I assume that can be batch processed. But if I click now, can I buy it now?
If you click now, you will still be limited in a certain, depending on which token you get, or which token we received. So if we received, let's say AORA coin is stable, so that can run through. But at the same time, AORA coin is stable, Bitcoin is moving up and down by a huge percentage, then Bitcoin will limit down a little bit. Right? So it's really a function of the market because we're still buying real world products. So we have to manage this risk very carefully.
So in that sense, it's actually buyer's decision on which currency you want to use.
Yeah, it's up to, I mean, we want it to be convenient. Back in the day when we were still exploring this a few months back, we were thinking, okay, the buyer has to give us AORA token, because if you do an ICO on a platform, every transaction through the platform must use the token, right? If not, you're cheating in a sense, right?
Because then you don't even need the token.
So what we decided was this: whether you give us fiat, whether you give us Bitcoin, whether you give us Ether, we're still going to convert a small part of that into our token for you, and buying from the exchange and consuming and holding it, right? And that holds true to the values of ICO, where tokens are used to access the platform. So as more people buy products, as more people transact on our platform, use our services, the supply of the token should decrease.
Because you will be buying back tokens on the exchange, right, on behalf of your users. So it's not going to be a case where I can't sell my token because there's no buyers or there's no volume for trade. In fact, AORA themselves will be buying that. And the other part about AORA that I liked and I thought was pretty fancy is a lot of people are now building marketplaces. There's like, I think a dozen ICO projects on marketplaces. They're all doing the same thing. I was trying to be the next Amazon, the next eBay. But for AORA's specialty here, and I got this from you while at the poolside party listening to your launch, and I thought it was kind of nifty that AORA's unique selling point to me at least was to be able to buy anything on anywhere in the world with 100% convenience, which is if you're from Singapore or a certain part of the world, you know, when you buy stuff online,
Yes.
and you click it, you choose it, oh, you're very happy, put it to your shopping basket,
Yes.
and when you click to pay, you realize that's not sent to Singapore, that's
Yes.
not sent to this
Yes.
country,
Yes.
and it's frustrating.
Yes.
You have third-party services, they will route you around, you pay a high price of
It
course.
takes a long time. A lot
long
of
time.
process is long. Yeah.
And for AORA, what it does is it doesn't try to reinvent the marketplace. It becomes a layer between buyer
Yes.
and all the other shopping sites around
Yes.
the world, your Taobaos, your
Yes.
Amazon,
Yes.
and the AI element
Yeah.
creates a convenience.
Yes.
And you're not even charging a lot for that.
No, I mean we're definitely charging a markup,
Yeah.
but it's a very slight markup. It's just a service fee to cover our operational costs.
But I mean, compared to current third-party solutions.
Oh yeah, for sure. We're way cheaper. yeah. Because we wanted to build something that we wanted to use. I mean, originally, I don't know whether I mentioned before, we were really frustrated with buying things online. It took us 45 minutes to buy 10 things from 2 different sites. 3 of them don't ship to Singapore.
Yes.
You know, and we wanted to say, why can't we build something that automatically does everything, and then just tell me the price, and then it saves me time. Instead of 45 minutes, now it takes me 5 minutes with the AORA platform. And we're starting with where cross-border goods are the most desirable.
Yeah.
So that's the US, that's China, that's the UK. We're planning to remove VAT. So actually, a lot of good brands are much cheaper there for Southeast Asia anyway. So this is really a Southeast Asia or Asia relevant product.
In terms of competition-wise, are you afraid of it? I'm sure you get asked this a lot. Like, what you're putting forth in the market today, would you? Okay, on one hand, because I don't know much about your industry.
Yes.
But it does sound like someone with the tech, with deeper pockets to throw at marketing, can be a direct competitor for AORA.
Yep.
Right? The only difference would be, can their AI match your AI? What's your thought on such competition in the market?
Well, I think for any technology, if somebody was willing to throw an unlimited amount of money, I mean, they will always be able to get you. But for us, I think we're fairly unique. We work with very strong partners. Our coding and dev team has been doing web app development for the past 6-7 years. We got a bunch of really strong guys with blockchain development coming online to join us. We have our partners in the US and Silicon Valley. 7 of them are ex-MIT engineers, and they're working on the programmatic buying together with us. So far, we think that the reason why nobody has done it yet, and a lot of people has asked us, actually, how come nobody has done it yet?
Yeah.
Only when we started doing it did we realize it is extremely difficult. It's not just the automatic buying, right? It's the weight algorithm, it's the weight database, it's the back end, it's the front end, it's amalgamating everything together. And imagine we're going to augment it with blockchain technology, a social marketplace. We're going to give out tokens where people can share their products. If somebody built it, you know, I would actually be happy because I think the world would be better off with a platform like this. Yeah. But I don't think anybody can.
So you are as a CEO, you were in the driver's seat.
Yes.
When you got on board, what was your thought about this? Like, do you underestimate the complexity of it?
Oh yeah, definitely. I was like, you build a process to help you buy automatically online, check out like a universal shopping cart. Why is it so hard? It wasn't until we did research, we realized like 8 or 9 companies have previously tried this and they've all failed. We have a different method to it. We're focusing on cross-border, so we hope that it turns out differently for us.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's challenging.
Well, AORA being Singapore's first listed ICO, I think there's a lot of legs and a lot of traction going for you guys. And wish you all the best.
Thank you very much, Eugene. Thank you.
So when you are launching your beta in October, let me know.
Oh yeah, for sure. We'll send out invites. Let us know what can be fixed.
Cool. Perhaps if you are interested in tapping on our audience,
yes.
We can always put a link below and let people sign up for you.
Yeah, for sure. The more users, I think it's going to help the project progress faster.
All that in the links below. AORA is AORA. Okay, check them out right here. My name is Eugene. This is Cedric. You're watching Rock the Block Live. I'll see you next week.
EBS is doing a really good job. They're working with us in terms of compliance, reaching out to the investors, the community. We've gathered together a really strong team. We're also working with various professional partners to coordinate and manage everything to make sure we have a successful ICO.
AORA is a good project. It's the way it's the future they see and the way it's going to happen in terms of all the future economy that's going to take place.
eBase is actually my strategic partner which I work closely with, okay, from day to day, because we share the same mission, which is to bring this a success one, because we always think of improving the market efficiency through ICO.
One thing I see is about the monitoring part, the economic scale, and people now to go to the bank, exchange the currencies, it's all digital, it's all technology, it's all taking the coin and purchasing with the coin, it's all solving the solution of the system. So the ecosystem is all one nice circle, it's very good also.
Listed company at Y Ventures, it's not very easy to come by, especially when the crypto market is so congested and there's too many scams. So basically I really feel that maybe this is an opportunity for people to look into, not just for crypto investors, even normal people. It's time for them to pick up using this platform to learn more about crypto, understand why blockchain is really relevant in this case, to our daily lives. Maybe everyone can consider AORA.